Hi everyone, Richard here. Welcome back to Curriculum Mapping with G Suite. Today we're going to look at setting up some ongoing analytics for your curriculum mapping platform. So in this example, we'll be exploring how to set up a Data Studio report that tracks the number of unit planners that had a revision on any given day. So in other words, this helps you see sort of the contact time with the unit planners over a given period of time. So this is the Data Studio table, and it is connected to a Google Sheet, which we will get to a little bit later. In our Data Studio table, we're using the date range dimension. It's coming from the revised column of our Google Sheet. So here we have a revised column. And then the metric we're using we are counting distinct unit planners. So in other words, if there's a revision on the same unit planner multiple times in one day, only one of those is counted. So that's how you distinguish between just the count and the count distinct. So what we want to look at is just any one unit. If it was touched on a given day, we want to count that one, but only one time. So that's the basics of the table. And in terms of style, it's a time series chart, and I set this up to do bars, and you can actually show the axis titles if you want. So here I'll add the units, and here I'll add the x-axis. So we got the date revised, the number of units, and this is all ready. So I've also added a filter, which will essentially filter the unit planner dimension. So this way you can look at contact time with individual units. So if you wanted to see throughout the course of the year how many times a unit planner was interacted with throughout the year, that's where that filter is useful. Okay, so let's step back to the Google Sheet. So I've made this pretty easy for you, where I've taken the code, and a lot of it is very similar to the Data Studio sheet that sort of lists your unit planners in the Google Sheet. So I've taken a lot of those elements and just sort of set it up to be a little bit different. So this way you'll put in the unit planner folder, and it'll automatically set a trigger to relist and update these revisions on a nightly basis. So you'll have an active sort of dynamic data source that will update your charts over time automatically for you. So let's just walk through that. So the first thing you'll do is you'll click on the revision history custom menu, and then select define the unit planner folder and list revisions. So when you do this, it will proceed to list the revisions. We have to authorize the script first. So we'll authorize, give the proper permissions. Now we'll run it. So we do this, it's going to ask for the unit planner folder ID. I've got my unit planner folder ID right here. Just copy that. I'll paste it into the space. And now a few seconds will pass, and it'll clear the data and relist the new data, and also schedule it to do the same process overnight. Now, of course, my data isn't going to be any different because I haven't touched any of these unit planners. But after this completes, you can go back to your Data Studio, and you can refresh the data here, or just wait 15 minutes and the data will be new. So there you have it. This is sort of a way you can establish your analytics to kind of see how it's going with your deployment of your curriculum mapping with G Suite. Thanks for watching. Bye.